Exorcist: The Believer set to haunt box office with $28 million on opening. Exorcist series' most recent edition, The Believer, is expected to have a moderate box office debut this weekend, with estimates suggesting that it will earn around $28 million in the domestic market and approximately $47.1 million worldwide. The movie premiered on October 6, 2023, precisely half a century after the debut of the original Exorcist. Blumhouse and Universal collaborated on Exorcist Believer after Universal secured the rights in 2021 for a substantial $400 million, with plans for 2 additional sequels already in the works. These same entities, Blumhouse, Universal, and Green, received widespread acclaim for their successful revival of the iconic Halloween franchise. In 2018, Halloween made a terrifyingly impressive opening of $72.2 million. Exorcist: The Believer had initially aimed to achieve a weekend box office performance between $30 million to $36 million. The impact of negative reviews on Believer is challenging to gauge. The film has received unfavorable critiques, with a dismal 23% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. The positive news is that audience feedback appears to be favorable based on post-track exit polls. However, the film did receive a typical C cinema score, which is common within the horror genre. This marks the first time since the 1973 movie that Burstyn is revisiting her iconic role as Chris McNeil, an actress profoundly affected by the events involving her daughter Regan 5 decades ago. The story revolves around Victor Fielding, played by Leslie Odom Jr., whose daughter, portrayed by Lydia Jewett, and her friend, played by Olivia Markham, become possessed. Exorcist Believer is making its debut in its initial 40 international markets this weekend. Horror films have been dominating the fall box office, with The Nun 2 leading the way with a $32.6 million debut a few weeks ago. Last week, the slasher movie Saw X opened to $18.6 million.